Prepare yourself, because we are about to read RFK Jr.'s sext messages. You heard me right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hell together. Essentially, RFK Jr. was banging this fucking journalist who was like, what, 34? RFK Jr. is like 70. And this journalist was engaged, and her fiance found the messages. Turns out he's a journalist also. So he published the text messages. And like, it's funny because he's clearly doing this out of spite for his fiance or ex-fiance. But she's not gonna go down because of this. RFK Jr. fucking is. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this is gonna suck. I read this, and now you're gonna have to fucking read this, because this is disgusting. Disgusting. First of all, I do want to point out something. The entire regime consists of sex pests, okay? We already know Donald Trump is a fucking sex trafficking pedophile. We already know J.D. Vance is clapping Erica Kirk's cheeks. We already know that like Pete Hegseth is a fucking raging alcoholic who's probably slamming every single one of his fucking interns. None of these people are the Christian that they pretend to be. You know what I mean? Like, and also on that note of the Christian shit, did you guys see the videos of Melania Trump in front of the Christmas tree, just inspecting it like, oh yeah, Christmas. Meanwhile, there's that leaked audio of her from like, what, 2019, where she's like, I don't give a fuck about this Christmas stuff. It's bullshit. They're not Christians. None of them are Christians. And here's the thing, I don't give a fuck if they're Christians, but they role play as, like, Trump and Melania pretend to be this, like, loving Christian family. Meanwhile, like, brother's on his third or fourth wife, and he fucked a porn star and then paid her hush money while married to Melania. Brother traffics and rapes children. But yeah, good Christian, good Christian. Yeah, another sex pest. But as we all know, the Kennedys have always been sex pests. Kyle was talking about this, Kyle Kulinski, Secular Talk. The Kennedys are pretty well known for their dick game. I'm pretty sure they built a secret entrance in the White House so that JFK could bring in people like Marilyn Monroe. I'm pretty sure also JFK was so fucking horny that he was banging Hitler's former piece of ass. This isn't even a joke. Hitler had a date that he brought to like the 1938 Olympics. It was like Miss Denmark, I think. You know, like there's Miss America, Miss Brazil, Miss Germany. He brought Miss Denmark as a date, which implies that they were clapping. Granted, Hitler had a microchode and he couldn't really get hard. That's not even hyperbole, so who knows? Maybe, regardless, JFK was fucking her too, to the point where the CIA had to open up an investigation into her because they were worried that she was a Nazi spy. Huh? Anyway. I'm Chris Valenti. This is the Valenti VOD. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. It costs you nothing, but it helps me immensely. Remember, this is what real independent media looks like. Some douchebag in his office. I have no funding. Never had a conversation with an advertiser, a billionaire, a government. So if you do want to support this channel financially, there's a couple of ways you could do it. You could buy merch like that Democratic Socialist poster, or the mugs, the Nobody Don't Understand mugs, or the Duty Calls merch line, all located down below. You can click the thanks button down below to tip me directly. Send $1, $2, $5, anything is appreciated. You can click the join button down below to become a member here on YouTube. You'll get access to the member-only content, which we just dropped a new episode of the Valenti Show. And then last but not least, you can become a patron on Patreon. Thank you very much to all of the new subs. Thank you to all the new viewers. Just so you know, I did check, about 50% of you are watching, but you're not subscribed. You can just click the button. It's easy. Just click the fucking subscribe button. Other than that, I think we just dive right the fuck in. This is gonna suck. I'm warning you, this is not gonna be fun. So this is on the Daily Beast. RFK Jr.'s vile poetry to lover exposed by her scorned ex. Journalist Ryan Lizza, this is the former fiance of the woman that RFK Jr. was fucking. Thank you for becoming a loyalist, Nina Grease. Oh, also, just so you know, RFK is not married. He did have a wife. I'm pretty sure she's dead, but he's a single 70-year-old bachelor. Journalist Ryan Lizza says he learned what felching is thanks to his former fiancée Olivia NUZZI's affair with the Health and Human Services Secretary. So this is the subheader, right? And that's we're going on. We're off to a start here. So, if you don't know what felching is, don't look it up. I'm serious. I'm just gonna tell you. Do not look it up. Felching is sucking your own cum out of someone's ass or pussy.
I was wondering if I could suck my cum out of your ass. Olivia, I was just curious if I could my own cum right out of your ass.
We're off to a start. We're off to a start, folks. Okay. I'm telling you. I told you. This is gonna be rough. This is gonna be rough. We're getting it. This is gonna be rough. This is gonna be rough. Okay. The scorned ex-fiance of Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s alleged former lover has spilled the tea on the Health and Human Service Secretary's penchant for self-penned erotic poetry. So we're gonna start with some of the texts from RFK Jr. Hold on. I think I gotta put on goon mode. If we're going crazy here, I'm gonna have to put on goon mode. Goon mode. There it is. Goon mode. Why isn't it working? Okay, no, goon mode is working. There we go. All right, we're in goon mode. Because if RFK's in goon mode, we're gonna have to get into goon mode. Okay? All right, here we go. So we start off with some of the texts from RFK.
Your open mouth, awaiting my harvest.
Huh? I'm sorry, RFK. Could you say that a little bit louder? What was that you said? Did you say
your open mouth, awaiting my harvest?
The scion of the Kennedy clan is alleged to have written to former New York Magazine star reporter Olivia NUZZI. According to a new Substack article on the Salacious Saga published Saturday by NUZZI's ex, Ryan Lizza, himself a journalist formerly at Politico. Thank you for the $10, Rocky Lucid. Okay, so he has the full scoop. Part 2, she did it again. It was 4 years later, another book project, another candidate whom she had profiled, another note, another poem from Olivia, this time from the candidate to her. Oh my. Okay, so he goes,
your open mouth, awaiting my harvest. Drink from me, love. I mean to squeeze your cheeks, to force open your mouth. I'll hold your nose as you look up at me to encourage you to swallow. Don't spill a drop. I am a river. You are my canyon. I mean to flow through you. I mean to subdue and tame you, my love.
huh? Oh. What? Honestly, gas. I'm bricked? Why am I bricked? Okay. Like, here's the thing. If it wasn't RFK, that shit would be hilarious. But this is disgusting. It's going straight into spank bank. Oh, God. All right, let's keep reading. Lizza has titled Kennedy's ode to his ex-fiancée American Canyon, a not-so-subtle play on NUZZI's upcoming memoir, American Canto. While the former Politico reporter does not divulge how he obtained the poem, he says that it, quote, and many others, too explicit to print, changed everything in his relationship with NUZZI. Yeah, dude, I think you're handling this pretty well, my guy, because if I found out that my fiance was cheating on me, well, first I'd be upset. But then I find out it's RFK. Well, now I'm enraged and disgusted. And then I find out those messages and felching. Oh, God, somebody's gonna have to pay. Somebody's gonna die, all right? Somebody's gonna fucking die. Thank you for the 2-month membership. Okay. Quote, thanks to Bobby, in reference to RFK, I am now aware of something called felching. Liza added Saturday. The Daily Beast has researched the term and urges readers not to do the same. As I said earlier, felching is sucking your cum straight out of a hole. Thanks, Bobby. Thanks, Bobby. The whole sordid saga is back in the spotlight after Liza alleged in, quote, part 1 of his tell-all account that NUZZI had not only cheated on him with Kennedy, but also with former South Carolina Republican Representative Mark Sanford. Don't worry, I got Mark Sanford for you. This is the other guy. Olivia, do you just have a thing for, like, fuck ugly, rotting 70-year-old men who are, like, on, like, testosterone replacement therapy and hornier than a fucking bull in a china shop? Oh, what the fuck? Ew! 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 I'm not trying to yuck anyone's yum here, but this is fucking disgusting. Okay. NUZZI, whose new post as West Coast editor at Vanity Fair could already be under threat, has meanwhile released extracts from her forthcoming memoir in which she describes grappling with her desire for Kennedy amid concerns that a parasitic worm may have eaten parts of his brain. Oh, and also, may I add, this bitch has got a brick of a face. I mean, straight brick, right? Thing looks like chuckable. Like, I mean, it's got some weight to it. Am I wrong here? Thing's got some fucking weight to it. Anyway, let's keep reading. Her affair with Kennedy is understood to have begun while she was covering his ill-fated 2023 presidential campaign, which I'm throwing shade out here. Valenti, one of the mods here, my own brother, was full on the RFK train, fully sold, full RFK. And I was telling him, I was like, you're a fucking idiot, and I'm never gonna let you live that down, you stupid piece of shit. Her affair with Kennedy is understood to have begun while she was covering his ill-fated 2023 presidential campaign. She later acknowledged an emotional relationship with him, but said it was non-physical and that it did not affect her reporting. After the news broke, New York Magazine placed NUZZI on leave before she and the outlet parted ways in October 2024. Liza, by that point, had already broken off their engagement. In October 2024, NUZZI sought a protection order against Liza, alleging harassment and threats, though she later asked the courts to drop the request. So this fucking dumb bitch, she put in a fucking court order of protection order because he was leaking the text messages of me cheating on him with RFK Jr. I need protection. He doesn't abuse the ex-boyfriend going to ex-lover. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You're the one who sent the goddamn messages to a member of the president's cabinet. What the fuck did you think was gonna happen? Oh, God. Oh, God. So this guy's whole story is on Telos News Part 2. She did it again. What do you say? I can't say there weren't any signs. I did find it odd that Olivia was simultaneously reading Robert Greene's The Art of Seduction and Maureen Callahan's Ask Not, The Kennedys and the Women They Destroyed. Your fiance was reading 2 books. The Art of Seduction and The Kennedys and the Women They Destroyed. This bitch just wants to be a Kennedy. This bitch just wants to be in the political dynasty of the Kennedys. Oh my God, what a snake-ass, spider-ass bitch. Oh. Ew. So now that we're here, you have to know more about what happened with Mark Sanford in 2020 to understand what happened with Olivia and Bobby in 2024. And you have to know more about Bobby's poetry to understand why he and Olivia plotted to destroy me. I'm not going to pay for the rest of this, but I can only imagine that this gets really fucking twisted and deep and very, very, very strange. You made it through. You made it through to the end. Congratulations. I'm going to turn off goon mode and whip out Mao Zedong. You made it to the end. And honestly, that is one message. That is one message. Somebody says, Google the leaked texts. RFK, Olivia, NUZZI, leaked text. I mean, I'm pretty sure those are all that we got. There's a lot of leaked texts out here. I don't know if any of them are real. But yeah, no, I mean, this is very typical. This is very typical. Wait, what the fuck is this? I'm pulling up this article here from the New York Times that was written on November 14th. Olivia NUZZI loved him. She loved the politician, even though she was a political reporter. She loved his eyes blue as the... Who the fuck wrote this shit? Who wrote this shit? They're doing defense. They're doing defense for us. But she only said, I love you, only after he said it first. He called her Livy and wrote her poems. He said he wanted to have her baby. He promised to take a bullet for her. Oh my God, bro. It's fucking disgusting, bro. She's ambiguous in her book, but said in one of the many interviews, we were not sleeping together. Ugh. Nizzi gave it the pretense trying to explain the unexplainable, reach for a joke for the people who simply could not fathom what came over her. Maybe it was the vaccines. So what is this? She did not, when asked if she said, I don't have anything to say about that if the messages with Kennedy still exist. Oh God, I can't believe she wrote a fucking book about this too. Dismissed her to other press outlets as a slut bag. I'm not gonna lie, I think you might be a slut bag. And here's the thing, no shame to sluts. I love sluts, but I'm pretty sure this is a new low. I'm pretty sure this is a far new low. She described Rudy Giuliani showing up to an early afternoon interview with his fly unzipped and drinking Bloody Marys. She quoted Dr. Mehmet Oz and his wife talking about her after they failed to realize that they hadn't ended their phone conversation. We've got to go lock our door. Fearful that NUZZI was going to break into his campaign headquarters. A sex scandal might help him right now. Oh, God. So this woman is a fucking freak. This woman's a freak. I love him. I thought, oh no, I love him so much. 39 years her elder, by the way. This guy's 39 years older. Fucking disgusting. All right. Absolutely fucking disgusting. So, a little bit of a funner video. A more fun video than usual. Because I know the world is burning. We're not getting the Epstein files and things are chaotic. I figured I might as well give you a little something to laugh at, you know, because rather than pointing the finger, we can always point a finger, you know? I fucking hate these fascists, but one of the only good things about this is how pathetic and perverted and childlike and fucking just embarrassing these people are. Because fascists throughout history, you know, they've always put on this front of being big, strong leaders, right? When in reality, they're all just these fucking addicted to sex fucking losers, bro. They're just fucking losers. And it's disgusting and it's pitiful. And RFK Jr. is just the latest example of a fucking pervert in the goddamn White House getting exposed for wanting his river of cum to flow through the canyon of young women. Disgusting. Anyway, I'm Chris Valenti. This has been the Valenti VOD. If you're here live, you stay. We're going to keep on going. If you're watching this pre-recorded, thank you very much. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and do me one last favor. Click that video right over there. It's a banger, and I know bangers.